Aloha Ukulele Club of Hawaiʻi. My name is Aldrine Guerrero. I am the lead instructor over at ukuleleunderground.com. Joining me are these two fine gentlemen, Mr. Aaron Nakamura. Say what's up, Aaron.
What's up?
And Mr. Kahai Fergan. Say what's up, Kahai.
What's up?
The three of us, we are the main live stream ukulele instructors here at Ukulele Underground, and we're going to be doing this month's ukulele meetup. Okay, so hello to all of you ukulele Club of Hawaiʻi members. I remember coming here a few years back and I taught you guys a couple songs, and I'm super stoked to be finally back and teach you guys some more. Okay, so let's get started. Why don't we warm up with a song called Island Style. So we're going to show you the chords on the screen. And here you go, right over here. There you go. So let me go over the chords and then we'll play the song together. Okay. So first off, we have a C chord, ring finger A string 3rd fret. Next up, we have a G7 chord, middle finger C string 2nd fret, pointer finger E string 1st, ring finger A string 2nd fret. Next up, we have a C7 chord, pointer finger A string 1st fret. Next, we have an F chord, middle finger G string 2nd, pointer finger E string 1st. And that's all the chords that we're going to be using for this song. If you ever get lost or anything like that, the chords and how to play them are right here on your right side. And if you want to know which chords we're on or what the chord progression is, it's going to be down below. Okay, so follow along. Just do a nice simple down strum. If you want to take it nice and simple, you can do On the Island. We do it island style. You don't gotta be fancy. We might play it fancy, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can do down of strums if you want. From the mountain to the ocean, from downward to the leeward side. If you want to get fancy, you can add some rolls. On the island, we do it island style. If you want to get super duper fancy with it, you can add some chunks. No matter how you strum it, all you have to do is follow the heartbeat of the song and follow along with us as we jam this tune. Okay, so strum along. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 1, C, G7, back to C. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. One more time. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. E7. Mama's in the kitchen cooking dinner real nice. Beef stew on the stove, lomi salmon with the ice. We eat and drink and sing all day. Kanileʻa K-1 in the Hawaiian way. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. We go grandma's house so now we can clean yard, cause if we no go, grandma gotta work hard. You know my grandma, she like the poi real sour. I love my grandma every minute, every hour. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. Last one. On the island, we do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. From the mountain. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. Last time from the mountain. From the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side. Awesome. All right, let's get down to it. I'm gonna teach you guys a couple of my favorite songs to jam on the ukulele. I've been jamming these two songs since I first started, so I figured what a way to teach you guys and have fun with you folks and kind of take all skill levels into consideration from beginner all the way to advanced. Then by learning a couple tunes from my childhood, because when I was a beginner, I was playing these songs, and I'm still playing these as a professional ukulele player. So the range on these two songs is incredible. First song that we're gonna go over is a song by the Kauaʻi Creative Boys called Tropical Hawaiian Day. So I'm gonna show you guys the chords right here. So here's your chords. Let's go over them, and I'm gonna show you a bunch of strumming things that you can do. I kind of already went over it earlier on how to strum along, but then I'll go kind of deeper into it and explain to you some of the things that are happening, okay? So first off, let's get the chords out of the way. The first chord is going to be an F, which I explained earlier, but for those of you folks who want a refresher, F is middle finger on the G string 2nd fret, pointer finger on the E string 1st fret for your F chord. Okay, next up we have a B flat chord, pointer finger on the E and A strings, 1st fret like this. Middle finger C string 2nd fret, ring finger G string 3rd for your B flat chord. Some of you folks are probably wondering, do you have any advice on how to play B flat? For beginner ukulele players, this is kind of your first wall that you're gonna hit. That it's gonna be a little bit tough. The more strings that you're holding with a single finger, the harder it's gonna be for beginners to get this. So this is your first wall because we're holding 2 strings with 1 finger. So how do we hold this properly? So with the B flat chord, all you're gonna do is take your pointer finger. When you play chords, you want to use the tip of your finger. Okay, so the fingertips will go and play the chord. And what happens when we play our B flat, you're gonna go from that E string 1st fret and you just kind of lay down your finger like this. So from here to there. So if you're using the pads of your finger, it might be a little bit too much and you might touch the next string up. So use your fingertip and then just kind of roll that pointer finger down. And here's the most important tip that I got for you, okay? So a lot of people tend to take their thumb and place it right behind the chord like this. But what that's gonna do is it's going to create a little bit of tension right here on your hand, okay? So we wanna not have as less tension as possible, okay? So what you wanna do is offset that a little bit. So instead of it being right directly, see this? So my thumb is directly above my pointer finger. What you wanna do is offset that a little bit. See that? So I'm just gonna move my thumb up there, and my thumb, if I'm looking at it from my point of view, if looking at it like a clock, my thumb is pointed up this way towards the headstock and up here, so it looks like this, pointing up to about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Okay, and the reason being, if it's straight up here, we're not a bunch of puppeteers, so our fingers are not always going to be like this. We want it to offset a little bit because when we do close our hand, it's in a natural sense like this, okay, instead of it being like this. Unless you've been working for Jim Henson for a while, this is going to be the more comfortable way to hold it. So because we're holding it comfortably like that, we should be all good. The thumb is making sure that we get a forward motion with the ukulele, and the pointer finger just kind of brings it back. So it's not so much a pinch, but it's just kind of holding it together like this. Middle finger goes up, ring finger goes up, and just like a rainbow, you're gonna see that. Make sure that you're not touching the other strings while you do so. And then just to test it out, just play each string like this. So you can identify if there is something wrong with the chord, you can identify which string needs to be fixed, okay? So nice. Next up, now that we got the hard chord out of the way, easy chord, easiest chord in the 3 here, C7, pointer finger, A string, 1st fret. Nice and simple. You're probably gonna see my thumb go up here quite a bit. And the reason why is I only really put my thumb back in the back of the neck when I'm playing bar chords and multiple string held chords like this, like a B flat. So that's when you'll see the thumb in the back. But for the most part, my thumb is up here. Speaking of holding it naturally, that's the main reason why I have it like this. So I close my hand just like that. If I took off my ukulele and I played an F chord, for example, it looks like this, and I'm just closing my hand naturally, all right? So it goes like that. Now, if I were to hold it from the back, like this, with my thumb in the back, it looks like that. I'm not, I'm not holding anything like this with the thumb so like so in such a weird position. So nice and easy up here, making sure to keep the wrist straight, okay? Now, those are our 3 chords. So, if you want to strum along, a lot of people tend to say like, oh, I don't have rhythm or anything like that. Well, if you have a heartbeat, you have rhythm. If you can walk, you have rhythm. You've probably never walked where it's like slower than fast and slower than fast every other step or whatever. So everyone has a rhythm. Now, with that said, what you want to do is basically feel the heartbeat of the song. So for this, for those of you folks who have not heard the song before, I'll play a little bit of it and I'll kind of show you where the heartbeat is going to be. So it sounds like this. Sounds like mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. The waves are breaking along the shore. It's not the same without you, no. Whoa. Okay, so it sounds fancy. You see all the fancy stuff that I'm doing with my right hand and the left hand, it seems a little bit intimidating. But if you just break it all the way down to the, the basics of this song, just follow the heartbeat of the tune. We've all kind of done it. If you remember learning music while you were younger, everyone just kind of clapped to the beat, right? So if you were to clap, the mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. Okay, and if you just did down strums to the chords that we showed you, as if you were clapping, sounds like this. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. Waves are breaking along the shore. It's not the same without you, no more. Whoa. So all I'm doing, if I were to count 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm actually strumming down on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's basically the heartbeat of the song. A nice, steady heartbeat. Okay? So, knowing that, you don't have to stick around to just that strum alone. If you want to, if you're just learning the tune, if you're just learning the chords, we suggest just kind of taking it easy and concentrate on the left hand while you're just doing nice basic things with the right hand, because you can always, beef it up later a little bit, okay? So, with that said, what you can then do is you can double time this strum, all right? So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You can strum down on all 4 if you want to. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll still sound the same. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. So you don't have to only just do down. You can play what's called double time, because this is a regular timing, and then we're gonna double the down strums. So the song itself doesn't go any faster, but you're just strumming a little bit more to fill out some of those gaps, okay? And now we can also add up strums in between every single down strum that we just did. So instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, you can do on the count, you can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so it sounds like this. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. So once again, the song doesn't get any faster. You're staying exactly the same, but you're just adding more strums to fill in a little bit more space. But filling in all the space is not necessarily the best thing. You don't want like something happening at every time. Sometimes less is more, okay? So in order to kind of showcase the less is more, let's go back. Whenever we did that, with that slow down strums at 1, 2, 3, 4, the strums on 2 and 4, like this, we know that that's the most effective strum there, 2 and 4, okay? Now, that means since we have strums on 1 and 3 also, what we can do is just go back a little bit to just down strums, to strumming down, 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 down. Every time we hit the 2 and 4, let's just strum a little bit louder, okay? So let's do loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft. So I'm strumming soft on 1, and then loud on 2, soft on 3, loud on 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you add the ups to that, see what I mean? Less is more sometimes. It sounds a lot better because what we're doing is we're adding accents to some of those strums. So 2 and 4 gets an accent. They get a little bit louder. So 1, 2. But we're actually tricking the ear because we're not necessarily strumming louder. We're just strumming softer on 1 and 3. Less is more. So 1, 2. And I'll show you guys a neat little trick. It's called the half strum. So you can strum in full, and a half strum is just trying to aim for just the top 2 strings. If you hit the E string, the 3rd string, doesn't matter. You're trying to hit as little strings as possible. So half strum is just trying to hit the top 2 strings. So I'll show it to you guys from this angle right here. So I'm gonna do the down strum, and I'm only gonna aim for these top 2 strings, the G and the C string. If you hit the E, don't worry about it. So here's the difference. Here's the full, here's the half. So together it goes like this. If I'm just doing just down strums, half, full, half, full, half, full. Now adding the ups in there too, so it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So those strums that get the half down is also going to get a half up. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay? So already we're creating so much colors with just like some basic strums. We're not doing anything fancy other than down and up strums. As fancy as we're getting right now is we're only doing the half strum, which actually we took away, okay? Instead of adding more things and being more fancy, we took things away and thus letting others kind of shine, which is the 2 and 4, because that's our main heartbeat of the song that we learned, okay? Now, when we play the song, with that technique, it's already transformed into so much more than just a down, 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 down strum without adding too much, okay? Now, I know there are some of you folks out there that are like, man, I know this already. What's something that we can do to kind of make it fancy? What can we add? You talk about taking stuff away, but what can we add to make it sound more fancy? Well, for those of you folks who have a little bit of experience, so I covered the beginner section. Here's the intermediate section of this, okay? So if you can play your chords, really, we are only using max 3 fingers to hold all the chords of this song. B flat takes up 3 fingers. Everything else is either 2 fingers like the F or 1 finger like the C7, which leaves us with our pinky finger. Our pinky finger is actually super duper important for a lot of rhythm things on the ukulele. So when we play our F chord, what you want to do is rest your pinky finger down on the strings like so. Okay, and just kind of practice that. Just practice doing F. So hold down F, which means my pointer and middle finger are doing exactly like how I would normally hold the F, you know, holding it down like this, but my pinky finger is down on the strings. My ring finger just hovering a little bit, just cruising. You know, it's not holding down or anything. You know, it's not holding anything down. My ring finger is just cruising. Pinky finger is down like this, which allows you to kind of mute the strings. Okay, and then see if you can practice that with your B flat chord. Hold the B flat, pinky finger down, C7, and then F. So this can be kind of a practice thing that you guys can work on at home. But if once you get it down, what you want to do is this is going to be your neutral position with the pinky down like this. So what we're gonna do is imagine like a gate to your backyard, okay? Imagine like a lot of dogs, okay? And you have this backyard gate and you just wanna let maybe like one dog out. So you're just gonna open the door real quick to let that one dog out and then close the door right away, okay? So what I mean by that is I'm gonna lift up my pinky finger so that I can let one strum out, okay? Let's just say, let's take out beat number 2. Okay, so if I'm doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, if I count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm letting that strum out and I'm closing the gate right back. As soon as I hear it, close the gate right back. So I'll do it slow so you guys can hear it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and follow me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's do 2 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4 and because that's our 2 heartbeats. 1 and 2 and 3. We want to swing it a little bit. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's switch over to our B flat here. To the C7. Back to our F. Okay, so if you want to get fancy with it, you can do that. You can do mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. It's a nice little reggae strum for you folks, because getting that short 2 and 4 is very in line with some reggae music. Now, Kyle Creative Boys has given us some great reggae classics, acoustic reggae classics with the ukulele and the guitar. So this is kind of an homage to them and how they played this song. If we want to get closer to what Troy Fernandez is doing in this song, who is the ukulele player for Kyle Creative Boys, he's not satisfied with just doing just a down strum. He wants to add an up strum in there as well. So we're gonna do the same exact thing, but this time we're gonna let 2 strums out. Okay, so 2 and. So the down strum of 2 and an up strum of 2. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do that to 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's run down the F, B flat, C7 chord progression that we have, which sounds like this. B flat, C7, back to F. B flat, C7, F. Okay, a little bit more fancy. So why don't we mix the two? Okay, so we're gonna be doing that 2 and, it's kind of a lot. Let's just do a down strum on 4, and then let's kind of give that beat 4 a nice big hit. So it sounds like this. So I'm letting that ring out a little bit longer, meaning I'm lifting up my pinky, but I'm still pressing it back down when I get to the next beat, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're getting fancy up in here. If you are an advanced student, so we covered beginner, we covered the intermediates, which is kind of intermediate advanced if you really think about it. There's a lot of things going on with the left hand. Now, pure advanced. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a roll in there. So what else can we add? Because we don't want to add too much. Like we said earlier, less is more. So we're gonna keep that regular 2 and 4, 2 and 4. But what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna play when our pinky finger is down here. We're gonna add a roll, so it's gonna sound like this. how do I do that? So all I'm doing is I'm rolling on one. So how do we roll? All you have to do, let's kind of get back to, before I explain the roll, I'll explain the mechanics of doing a regular down and up strum, okay? This is like ukulele underground style. This is what we're going to do when we strum, because this form of strumming pretty much is going to lead you to other things like rolls and chunks and finger picking. It's just gonna go right into that very, very, very smoothly. And I'll show you. So when you're strumming, you wanna keep your forearm, okay, here on the lower bout of the ukulele like so, because we don't wanna move the forearm too much. We're only trying to cover this much area of the ukulele. So our strings take up this much area of our ukulele. If we were to move our forearm just a little bit, it's already gonna cover that. So if we're moving our forearm up and down, there's all of this space that we're covering that is not really necessary, okay? We're gonna cover that space just by twisting our wrist. See like how I'm doing down and up strum, and notice my forearm doesn't go anywhere, okay? I'm using my forearm to twist my wrist, yes, but I'm not moving the forearm up and down like this, so it's all in the wrist. So what you're gonna do is loosen up that wrist, okay? Put the forearm here, like so, not the elbow, the forearm on the corner of your lower bout. And what that's gonna do is it's just gonna hold your ukulele steady as you play your uke. So when you strum, you wanna point to yourself, and then when you strum down, you wanna point down to the ground. And really, the pointing down to the ground is just letting your hand go, okay? So lifting up, the effort is in the up strum. So when you lift up, you point to yourself, and then when you do the down strum, just let that go. Just kind of like loosen up that hand again. So one, because we're not doing like perfect timing of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so it's not a march, you know, so it's more like a swing. So 1 and 2 and 3. So the lift gives us that nice swing in the strum, okay? So if we're doing that down strum, all we have to do is basically open up the hand. So if we point to ourselves and we're taking the rest of our fingers with us, if you do the down strum and just kind of drop the hand, as you drop the hand, I'll show it to you from this angle, you're just gonna open up the fingers. See? So I'm not doing anything fancy, I'm just closing my hand like this and then opening them up as I go down. Closing, pointing to myself, go down, roll. So my pinky finger is leading, because if I'm pointing to myself, it's not like my pinky finger is pointing to me, so it's not like my pointer finger goes first or anything. Pointer finger is pointing to me. The closest finger to my strings is my pinky. I'm gonna go out like this. So it's just twisting that wrist. Okay, so just pointing yourself, dropping the wrist. And as you drop the wrist, you just open up the hand. See? No extra fancy movement, just opening up the hand. I'll do it super slow motion, pointing to myself, going down, and as I go down, I just open up the hand. Okay? So if you want to get fancy with it, you can actually start on the up. So you can use your thumb, and I have a nail, so I'm going to drag it up and then do the roll like this. But it's still dropping the hand and opening up the fingers. It's just dragging the thumb up and then letting the hand open up. And for those of you folks who are still having a little bit of a hard time with that roll, take this position into consideration. Pointer finger, okay? You want to curve that down, and then you're going to do a staircase, followed by the middle finger on top, ring finger on top, pinky finger on top. So this position right here, as you're pointing to yourself, keep that in mind. And as you drop the hand, that's how it's going to be. So if you make the staircase every time, that roll will come out nice and perfect. And as you go down on the down strum, open up your hand. Okay. And you know, while we're on that, a popular technique, a percussive technique on the ukulele is called the chunk. And really all it is the same exact thing. You're starting from the pointing to yourself up position and then dropping the hand. But as you drop the hand, watch what happens. I'm dropping the hand, and if I drop the hand, all the fingers are dropping. If I drop the hand and my thumb is up, that means I didn't drop the, all of my entire hand. My thumb is still up here. I noticed that in a lot of people, they tend to strum like this and keep that thumb up. No, have that thumb join the rest of your fingers, because this thumb is in perfect position to stop the strings. As you strum down, if you position your hand closer to your strings, it should stop it with the thumb like this. So it sounds like, I know a lot of people tend to get super fancy with this, but really all it is just dropping your hand. The more fingers, the better. See, I'm still have all the fingers down like this. As it kind of goes down on the strings, you stop it with the thumb. Really, that's it. So this side part of your thumb is what's stopping the strings creating that noise. So it sounds like. Okay, now back to what we were doing. So now that you know the roll and how strumming the roll works and how the chunk works, let's add that to what we have already. So we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, right? And then we did the pinky mutes. All we're gonna do is we're gonna roll on beat 1. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 1. So we're gonna do the roll 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's not really adding too much to our main strum, because our strum still sounds like, but it is giving you a lot more dimension, a lot more body to that strum, because you're adding some percussive angles in there, okay? So if you're adding percussive noises into the strum, it becomes a lot more full. But we're not trying to overcomplicate the strumming in the sense that we're adding more notes or we're adding more strums in there. Really, we're adding a completely different sound, so to make it sound more full, okay? Now, let's run through the first verse, and we're gonna run through the first verse all the different ways that we've kind of played it, from beginner to intermediate to advanced. Okay, so beginner, let's just do down strums. You can do double time down if you want to, but I'm just gonna strum down on 2 and 4. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, F. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. Waves are breaking along the shore. It's not the same without you no more. Whoa, nice and simple. Now let's do that. Let's do the down up down up down up here with the with the half strums. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. Waves are breaking along the shore. It's not the same without you no more. Whoa. Okay, now to prove to you that it's basically the same song, and the song doesn't get any faster, Aaron Nakamura is going to be strumming that down up strum with the half strums, and I'm just gonna strum down on 2 and 4. Watch carefully. So start that strum for me here, so people can hear it. Okay, now he's on half. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. The waves are breaking along the shore. It's not the same without you no more. Whoa. All right, so we're playing together. 2 different difficulty levels, 2 different skill levels. 1 beginner, 1 intermediate, but we can still jam along. So a lot of the times people will throw out things like, here's the strumming pattern, or whatever it may be. Those things are really just guides of how you can strum the song, but for the most part, strum it however you feel like strumming it. Strum it to whatever skill that you want to strum it in, and you don't have to just stick to 1 strum the entire time. You can always kind of ramp it up and add a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So try that again, Aaron. Here's exactly what I mean. So Aaron's doing that. Here's the C7, back to the F. Go, beginner. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were. I'll add a little bit more. The waves are breaking So no matter how you're strumming it, even if you change midway, as long as you're still within the rhythm, you should be okay. So don't think that strumming patterns are set in stone, because a strumming pattern set in stone is kind of like saying the drummer has to play the same exact beat the whole entire song, which should be super boring. You want there to be nice climaxes in between the the verses or in between phrases. So for example, if I'm playing this song, if I'm playing it by myself and I want to be fancy with it, I can do mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. So there's so much things that I could add in there. I could play around with the rhythm. It doesn't have to be one thing the entire way, okay? So with that said, there's so much things that you can add to this, and there's so much that you can also take out, that the combinations are pretty much endless. You can play the first verse nice and easy, then the second time that you repeat it, you can play it fancier, or you can play fancy and then slow it down. There's so much that you can do. And because you guys are an ukulele group, if everyone's playing the same exact strumming pattern the entire time, it's just gonna all start to sound the same. So you might want to change it up a little bit by just kind of maybe stepping back and just playing just the 2 and 4, giving the accents a little bit more time to shine. If not, then maybe add a little bit more of that that muted strums that we showed you when you mute with your pinky finger, and that adds a whole new dimension to the song. So by taking a simple 3-chord song and strumming it various different ways, there's actually a lot of sound that you can create with your ukulele. Okay, so let's jam the song together, strum it however you want to strum it, and I'm gonna be picking up, doing some picking a little bit. So Aaron Nakamura, he's going to be strumming the background ukulele, and I'll add in some of that Troy Fernandez musical magic, ukulele magic in there, and Kahai Fergan is already showing you the chords. So here we go. Follow along as best as you can. If you get lost, chords on the bottom. If you get lost on how to play the chords, right there on your right side. If you get lost, as in like what chord are we on, just wait until the beat 1 where we go back to F. So just make the Z chord real quick by strumming a muted chord, and then just pick it back up on the F. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Mountains roll down to the sea. Wish that you were here with me. The waves are breaking along the shore. It's not the same without you no more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mountains roll down to the sea. I wish that you were here with me. The waves are breaking along the shore. It's not the same without you no more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch the sun lift off the sea, cast a shadow off a tree. Soon the surfers will catch the waves. The beach will fill with local babes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch the sun lift off the sea, cast a shadow off a tree. Soon the surfers will catch the waves. The beach will fill with local babes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Up above the clear blue sky, the tourist cars come driving by. Windsurfers across the bay, just a tropical Hawaiian day. Whoa, 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 whoa. Up above the clear blue sky, tourist cars come driving by, windsurfers across the bay, just a tropical Hawaiian day. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, just a tropical Hawaiian day. Whoa. All right, so we got through our first song. You guys learned a lot. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just check out the second song that I got for you, and we're gonna apply all the things that we learned from that first song into the second song. So the second song is a song called Drop Baby Drop, as popularized in Hawaii by the Mana'o Company. Okay, so let's get started. Your chords are right there in front of you. Thank you so much, Kahai Furrigan, for having the chords available. So it's nice and simple. We picked another song that just kind of, with the same chords over and over. When I was starting out and I was a beginner ukulele player, these were the best songs, okay? Because at any point, if my friends are jamming and I hear them across the hall when I was in school, I'll just run over there and I could just pick it up wherever they are, because it's the same chords over and over. So the chords are, first off, we have an A chord, middle finger, G string, 2nd fret, pointer finger, C string, 1st fret. C sharp minor 7, which you're going to take your pointer finger and bar the 4th fret. So exactly what I showed you earlier, thumb is right here on offset a little bit. So you don't want to pinch it. That's how you get that pain right there. Yeah. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now right here, a little bit offset. C sharp minor 7 chord. And then you're going to go down, bar the 2nd fret for the B minor 7 chord. And then last but not least, we have an E7 chord, pointer finger, G string 1st fret, middle finger, C string 2nd fret, ring finger, A string 2nd fret. Okay, everyone should be at least a little bit familiar with this song. This song is one of the most popular tunes to play on the ukulele. It's right up there with Island Style. All right, one of my favorites. I love this song. I never get tired of this tune. So with this, you can apply everything that we just showed you. Okay, so you can do my heart does the tango with every little move you make. I love you like a mango, double time. Wish we can make it every day. I want you to drop, baby, drop. Or you can do a half and full strums. Drop, baby, drop, baby, half full, half full. You can do the down and up. You can add a roll if you want to. You can add chunks. Now let me just stop right there a little bit. So as you guys notice, I added the chunk in there, but that didn't really stop my hand from moving. My hand kept on moving because the hand that pointing to yourself and down to the ground should be kind of like a little pendulum. Okay, so the pendulum moves back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Sometimes people will tell you, you gotta do the chunk with the palm of your hand. This is a no-no for us here at Ukulele on the Ground, because if you stop the strings from ringing out like this, then you're stopping that pendulum from having this nice, consistent back and forth, up and down strum. So if I were to do this and I stop that from going, even if I hit the up strum right there, it's still not going to be within the groove that I set for myself. So that's why we like to use this part of our thumb, because that doesn't get in the way with the pointer finger doing its thing. So if you watch me and I do the chunk, it's almost invisible. Here's my down, up, down, up. Here's my down, up, down with the chunk. Because that consistent pendulum-like movement with my hand doesn't get interrupted. Okay, so I want to point that out there. Now, you can add the pinky moves if you want. The tango. I'm doing that down up with my right hand. Doing 2 and 4, or just 2 and 4. But I'm doing 2 and 4 with the up strums as well. Down up, down up. I'm gonna add some chunks. add some chunks and rolls. Okay, so it sounds super fancy, but I've kind of broken down everything that I'm doing, and it comes out so not so intimidating after a little bit here. So here we go. I'm a little aggressive on my strings. There it is.
That's how hard you chunked.
Yeah, I'm chunking so hard, so chunky. The strum is so chunky. Here we go. So let's jam the song together. All right, everyone ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. A. C sharp minor 7, B minor 7. So while Aaron is doing the strum, listen to the strum. Sounds awesome. If you want to just take it easy, just do some down strums. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Totally fine. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Fine as well. Down, up, down, up. Strum all of them. You can take out some strums. Just playing around with it, you know? And add some chunks. Here we go. Just a little picking. My heart does a tango with every little move you make. I love you like a mango. Wish we can make it every day. I want you to drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. And drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry, my nights would be so lonely. If ever you should choose to go, I'd live just like a zombie, with very little love to show. I want you to drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. And drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry. Loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it right? Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna love you, mama? Baby, drop. My heart does the tango with every little move you make. I love you like a mango. We can make it every day. Yeah, I want you to drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Here we go. Drop 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Yeah, big finish, big finish, big finish. Get that roll down, he's got it down now. Hey, there we go. Okay, so those are your two songs. You can always take those and just jam it. Those are really easy jam songs that you can make fancy. Okay, that's really all it is. I wanted to show you guys kind of a natural progression of strums, and that's all it is, just strumming naturally. If you naturally just want to do down strum to follow the heartbeat, you can do that. You can make it fancy if you want to, based on whatever skill level you may have. Okay, this applies to everything. This applies to whatever song you may be playing. Follow the heartbeat. Okay, so follow your heart on the songs that you play with your ukulele, okay? And yeah, while you're doing that, play it on your beautiful Kanileʻa ukulele, like how I am with mine. It's gorgeous. I just got this and I'm like obsessed with it, so. Sounds beautiful. Right, Kahai? Sounds beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, or they could play it on that Kanileʻa down there.
Oh yeah, yes, they sure can. So here is a Kanileʻa that we will be giving away on our website, ukuleleunderground.com. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous ukulele. So stick around and we'll tell you the details on how to win this beautiful K-1 Concert Deluxe from Kanileʻa Ukulele. It's got some beautiful curls on it. Gorgeous. So here we go. We're gonna play one song for you folks off of my third album. The song is called Senor Victor. I love making songs or creating instrumentals that, you know, kind of remind me of movies and video games, because for me, songs really, or music in general, really sets moods for everything that we do. And there's a soundtrack to every single thing that happens. You going in your car, going to the store, there can be a soundtrack to that. You exercising, there's definitely a soundtrack to that. Cooking, whatever it may be, it always sounds like something. So that's the kind of inspiration that I get. So I like, I used to watch a lot of Western movies, like with with Good, Bad, and Ugly and things like that. And one that in particular that I was a big fan of is a movie called The Cowboys. And I made an entire album based on ukulele, cowboy video game songs. So this is one of them. This is a song called Senor Victor. Here we go. So this is the sheriff of the town of El Baeza that wants to capture our protagonist, Mr. Bandido Tyler. So his name is Senor Victor. One, two, ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go! That was a song called Senor Victor. I hope you guys liked it. So that's a prime example of like not having one strumming pattern throughout the whole song. There's like tons and tons and tons of strumming patterns in there. As you guys can see, I'm doing the rolls, I'm doing chunks, I'm doing like lots of like just down strum, down up, and down up, down up. You know, it's so much variety, and that's kind of what makes that song sound exciting. And like I mentioned, it always, you know, when I create music, it always kind of puts an image in my head. Like I said, if you go to the store, it sounds like something. So that is Senor Victor trying to chase after Bandito Tyler. So we got down. It's like looking around. Where is that guy? Where is he? Where is he? And then right at the end, they find each other and they're doing this massive battle between Bandito Tyler and Senor Victor. So I hope you guys like it. Check out the full album, available over on Spotify. But if you liked our teaching or the way that we, the way that we teach things, if you like the music that we play, make sure to check out ukuleleunderground.com. Ukuleleunderground.com. We do songs where we show you the chords, the strumming, picking patterns and stuff. We just released Hotel California. We have Hawaiian songs, we have rock songs, we have reggae songs. You name it. We've been around since 2008. So we have songs that we put up every month, and some extra songs in the middle. So we've been doing this for a long time. If you guys want to check out ukuleleunderground.com, make sure to do so. Learn yourself a song or two. We have play-alongs that go along with that as well. If you want to take your ukulele playing to the next level, sign up for UU Plus. UU Plus allows you to have 2 private lessons with me every month. 2 private lessons every month. And I can help you whatever that you need. It will be me and you on Zoom, and we'll kind of work on some stuff together. We'll help you get unstuck. Whatever you may be stuck on, I'll help you get out, okay? Or if you want to make arrangements, if you want to learn a song, whatever it may be, totally up to you. But we also have University on Ukulele Underground Plus, so the Ukulele 101, 102, 103. The fastest way to get to get to know your instrument and to play ukulele would be UU Plus. We also have music theory lessons if you guys want to do that. Blues lessons, Hawaiian lessons. We have guest teachers like Craig Chi. We have Imua Garza. We have Chris Salvador. We have tons and tons of teachers and content that we've accumulated throughout all these years. Plus, all the people who sign up for UU Plus in the month of September, who are still members at the end of September, gets a chance to win this gorgeous Kanileʻa K-1 Deluxe. This is a beautiful ukulele. So we're going to be taking all the people who signed up for UU Plus for the month of September, and at the end of September we'll get all those names, and yeah, everyone will get a chance to win this beautiful uke. And we'll just pick a name, and that's the person who gets it, okay? No purchase necessary, because you can always sign up for UU Plus and do a 2-week free trial. So just make sure that 2 weeks, that trial is within the last couple weeks of the month, so that you get to be on this nice little giveaway that we're doing here, okay? So, Kahai, any other details you want to add to that?
The 2-week trial is included in the monthly subscription.
Yes.
So you could sign up for a yearly, but then yeah, that's not the 2-week trial isn't included.
Yeah. So you have tons of content. We also have a forum, a UU Plus forum, that you guys can ask questions there, interact with the other members. We have live streams like this all the time. So if you like this format, we have that as well. We have our own little ukulele club every Friday. It's called Aloha Friday Live Jam. So we're live just like this. We show you the chords. I show you how to play the chords and how to do all that stuff. So if you want to join us, it's every Friday, 1 p.m. Hawaii Hawaii Standard Time over at Ukulele Underground or on our YouTube channel, Ukulele Underground. Yeah.
It's pretty much guaranteed that we're gonna play one of these songs.
Yeah, it's either Drop Baby Drop or Tropical Hawaiian Day. So if you already learned both songs that we do every week, so you guaranteed to know at least one song. Okay.
And the picking for both of those songs are on Ukulele Underground.
On Ukulele Underground. So if you want to learn the things that I was doing in those two songs, that's all explained on YouTube.
The two songs and Island Style, and we have a lesson for Senor Victor too. So
all of that, all the songs that we played today, available over at ukuleleunderground.com. And we're doing this giveaway because we love all this, all the subscribers that we've had so far. We've been doing this, like I said, for over 10 years, and we love all our supporters. So thank you so much if you've already signed up for U+. Thank you so much. Your support goes a long way. We get to do what we do, and we love teaching everyone the ukulele. I want to spread the love for you all around the place as much as we can, right, Kahai?
Yep.
So with that said, we want to play one last song. We're going to show you the chords right over here. It's Hawaii Aloha. Okay, Kahai, can I get some coffee? So let's follow along, okay? So let's do a G and D7. Just vamp out a little bit. Do it a little bit slower here. E Hawaii e kuone hanau e ku'u me kula iwine au I nā pono lani o e Hawaii aloha e hau oli nā o piu o Hawaii ne oli makani e pā mai nei mau ke aloha no Hawaii G7 e hau oli nā o piu o Hawaii nei oli mai nā ahe makani e pā mai nei mau ke aloha no Hawaii mau ke aloha no Hawaii last time mau ke aloha Hawaii. Thank you so much for having us. We are Ukulele Underground. My name is Aldrine Guerrero, joined by Aaron Nakamura, Kahai Fergan. We'll see you next time. Have a great one and enjoy. Take care. Aloha.